There's 5 really important steps in any preparation for the negotiation. Step 1, define your goals and objectives. So here is what, why, and how. You need to realize what you actually want, why, and define your objectives on how you're going to be getting those things that you want. Secondly, you have to define your KPIs, key performing indexes, and prioritize them. You are defining how you're going to measure what you're doing. What is the success in your negotiation? Which of the factors that you are negotiating on is a must to have, and what is good to have. Third one, you need to determine 10 questions based on your goals, objectives, and KPIs. So when you're going to be in a negotiation, it's going to be very difficult to come up with questions that are relevant for you on the spot. So think about the 10 questions that you can ask the other party, so you have that list of questions beforehand. Number 4, think about some of the different scenarios that can happen in a negotiation. So you have made the first offer, or they have made the first offer. What is the next step? What can potentially happen? If you can imagine that they only say yes, then you don't have to do anything. But if they're going to say no and give you some reasons, then you can develop some scenarios, and then based on those scenarios you can make a decision tree. If they say no, we are not giving you this pricing because of XYZ, what do you do then? It doesn't have to be precise, it doesn't have to be exactly correct, and it's never going to be. But what is important is that you get in the mindset that they are going to say no. Number 5, define yourself a very rough strategy. Negotiation is never going to be as you have planned it, but the planning process is really important because it provides you context and scenarios for what can happen in negotiation. And that's why you should define only a rough strategy of what you're going to do. Are you making the first offer, or are you receiving your first offer? And what is the broad argumentation that you can use for any of the topics that you have developed in the scenario?